Hello, friends. Hi, friends. Hi. Hello, hello. Welcome to my show. Welcome. Good morning. Good morning to Adu Sabubuker. Thank you for watching. Good morning. Welcome, everyone. This is my weekly live show on StreamYard, going live on Facebook and YouTube. And also, I'm going live on Instagram at the same time. So, welcome. So happy to be with you guys. I'm working from New Jersey today, but my office is in New York City. So we work from Brooklyn. Shaik Asifullah says, good morning, Marina. Good morning to all my followers who are watching me. Thank you so, so much. Hello from Fatuma Rafal. Hello, Madam Marina. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing fantastic. I'm sorry I started a little late today. Drop in the comments where you're watching from, because Tercia Vanzil is watching me from New York. So this is really great to know. Thank you for watching. Today is really nice weather in New Jersey. Warm, not cold at all, sunny. And I had to do some things this morning for work that I had to run late. But I'm sorry, I'm with you now. And we're doing this live. I'm going to talk about some immigration news, and then I will answer your questions here. I will also sign into Instagram online so I can read your questions on my screen, and I will be able to answer them. And also, remember that this is not immigration lawyer advice. I don't give advice here. This is for entertainment education purposes only. So this is only going to be about figuring out, kind of how things work generally, nothing specific to your case. If you need immigration advice, I urge you to call our office and schedule a consultation, or you can just go in my profile, click on the consultation booking link, and schedule there. Fatuma is watching from Kenya, Nairobi. Welcome to Kenya. Good morning from Chicago, from Wael Goshesh. Arif Halani says, hello, madam, and asks a question about Sri Lanka, how long it would take for the SB1 return green card holder resident visa. It takes about 7 months sometimes less. Thanks for the show, says Kwaku Anani. My family and I love you so much. Wonderful, thank you. Watching from Kentucky, says Kwaku. Tammy Joseph says, good morning, my lovely lawyer. Good morning. I think Joseph is watching from Maryland, if I remember correctly. What about my Instagram friends? People are saying good morning. Ashish Charles says good morning. Hello from William Garrett. D Hat says she hopes her question will be answered today. I hope so too. In Texas is DH Hat. Good morning from Bangladesh, says DH Ruba. By the way, we have a new advertising campaign for the US Bangladeshi community with a very famous blogger from Bangladesh. He is a journalist, and we also have people who work for us who are from Bangladesh. So we invite you, if you're from Bangladesh, to give us a call, schedule a consultation. All right, I will get to the questions in a minute. Let's talk about Trump. He is really making progress in being nominated from the Republican Party. People in the Republican Party support him. This is really bad news for us, for people who are worried about immigrants, and for you guys, immigrants, because he is getting to the place where I'm actually seriously trying to believe he has a chance to win the presidency. He's got like 65% support in the Republican Party. It's huge. And the other candidates are, they're not horrible, but they're not strong enough beat out Trump for the nomination. So that's what's worrying me right now. The more, and my personal opinion about Trump doesn't matter. This is what I do. This is immigration law that I handle. I do this work, and for us, for the immigration community, he's terrible. And he set some bad examples, even for the Biden administration. They undid a lot of the things that he put in place, but they also kept some of the things. Somebody by the name of Jahans is saying they have a very Jahans Ibe Rashid says, I'm from Pakistan, I'm in Saudi Arabia, and I want to talk to you directly. I invite you to click on the link in our profile and schedule a consultation on my calendar. My consultations are running out because our office will be closed Christmas week until January 2nd. So we have to get out a lot of documents that we have deadlines for right now, and I don't have that much space for consultation. So I invite you to schedule a consultation for either like next week or after New Year's already, after January 1st or January 2nd. Okay, so I'm gonna here. What's the app number? This is the office number. It's 718-679-3131. I put it in the comments on Instagram. That's our office WhatsApp number. And I'm also going to put it in the comments on the StreamYard here, which we'll see live in the YouTube. So this is the office number. If you want a consultation, this is the number, 718-679. Now, I don't answer this phone. It's our office number, and my secretary answers that, and she will schedule you a consultation if you wish. But you can text there. All right. A Tom says, "Good morning, Ms. Shepelsky. Hope you've been good. I've been well. Thank you so much for asking." All right. Greetings from Minnesota, says Anger Floxy. Great picture, Anger Floxy. Great attorney. Thank you so much. I will get to your questions in a few minutes. Let's talk about your news, your immigration news. So all the government fees for now are remaining the same, and the decision to raise them is being pushed off into spring. So that's the biggest news right now. That right now all the government fees are staying the same; they're not changing, and the change might happen in the spring. Also, it's in the news that the White House is open to restricting immigration at the border. And they're open to border expulsion, like deportation law. They're open to mandatory detention and increased deportations because there's a crisis at the border and they are overwhelmed, like overwhelmed. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do with this crisis. So they are open to, limiting they're open to limiting people coming in at the border because negotiating with Congress is asking the Biden administration to support a new border law to expel migrants without asylum screenings, as well as a dramatic expansion of immigration detention and deportation. So, in other words, more detention, more deportations, and only to convince the Republicans to back aid to Ukraine. I'm sorry, my phone is ringing. I have to turn off my phone. 1 second. Just gonna turn off my phone because I forgot to put it under non-disturb, and people will be calling here. Turn on do not disturb. Okay. My apologies. My apologies to my Instagram community and to other viewers. I had to turn off my phone, put it on do not disturb. Anyway, so Biden administration is trying to get aid to Ukraine, so they're negotiating that they're open to making more deportations at the border and tighter policy for people coming in at the border in exchange for everybody, especially the Republicans, agreeing to the um, to restricting the border, to making the border harder to enter. Because as of right now, the statistics are 98% of people applying for asylum through the CBP1 app are getting in. And it's very upsetting because we can't handle so many people coming in as a country. We don't have those resources. So they're trying to get this deal agreed upon before the holidays. Department of Homeland Security and Mayorkas are providing technical assistance to Congress. And the White House said that it would support a new, far reaching legal authority, meaning new law, new regulation, to allow U.S. border officials to summarily expel, deport migrants without processing their asylum claims, and this would revive the Trump era Title 42 pandemic order and allow border officials to pull U.S. asylum law without public justification. The administration, the White House, Biden's administration, would also back a nationwide expansion of a process known as expedited or fast deportation removal that allows immigration officials to deport migrants without a court hearing if they don't ask for asylum or if they fail their first initial asylum interviews. Um, and moreover, White House would be willing to mandate the detention of certain migrants. So, like, they would allow detention of certain people crossing the border pending decision on their claims. And it's not clear what they're going to end up agreeing to, but it's a delicate balancing act. And they really want to close the border. Basically, they want to close the border. So that is the biggest news right now. Let's see what USCIS has this morning. I haven't had a chance to look up right now. DHS publishes a Federal Register notice announcing extension of the period to re-register TPS for El Salvador, Haiti, Honduras, Nepal, Nicaragua, and Sudan to 2024 and even 2025. So there's more time if somebody is eligible for TPS to re-register for it and extend their current TPS time. If you're from El Salvador, from Haiti, Honduras, Nepal, Nicaragua, and Sudan. And that's all I got for this morning for the news. Aris says thank you. Vasu says good morning. All right, let's start to talk about the questions. Adu says, good morning, Marina Shepelsky, global best, my sister. All right, let's go to your questions. Shaik says VAWA is approved and I-485 medical RFE is submitted. So they had their VAWA approved. The only thing left for the green card was to apply with the medical, only to submit the medical. And it's been 4 months, no news. It takes sometimes up to 6 months, so please be patient. I know it's not easy, but please be patient. Atuma says my priority date is October 31, 2016. Documentary qualified now with NBC on December 22, 2022. January F2B category on the visa bulletin is moved to 1st of October 2015. How close am I? F2B. So let's see. I'm going to open the visa bulletin. And anybody who's waiting for either family petition or approved employment petition, you guys should check every month. Let me look at December for you. So F2B in December, you're looking at 22nd of September 2015, 1 5, but you filed in 2016, so it's going to be at least another year, in my opinion, but I don't know 100%. So for your interview, Fatuma, it might take another year, and you might have to update your visa application and affidavit of support because who knows what's going to happen 1 year from now. Apps customer says, what according to your current experience is the family-based processing time for work authorization card and temporary green card in New York? Work authorization about 18 months, sometimes less, sometimes a year, sometimes 9 months. It depends. Green card, a year and 7 months approximately. The, the 2 year conditional green card. Ricky Marty says, hello, once I submit my VAWA case, how long does it take to get a prima facie approval? If I have an I-130 approved, will my case be faster? And work permit, how long is it valid for? If you submit your VAWA, it usually takes about 1 month from submission for them to review and say you are prima facie eligible. That's number one. Number two, if you got the I-130 approved, it has no effect at all on VAWA. If anything, it's probably going to slow things down for the VAWA unit to get your alien file that you have in a different department. So it's not going to be faster because you have the I-130 approved, but it probably will be better for your case that they approved the family petition. They believed in this relationship. And the work permit should be valid probably for 5 years. Hope this helps. Shake. Okay, we answered this. Greetings from Minnesota. Uh, Joseph has a question for a friend. He says his friend had her asylum canceled in court and marriage is not working. Can he file for VAWA? Absolutely. If you had an asylum case and your case was terminated or dismissed, you can file for VAWA. Absolutely. Yes. So Joseph, let them know to call us. We can help with VAWA. Naresh says, hello, ma'am. I'm waiting for the U visa work permit since January 2022. How long it will take for the bona fide approval? It's frustrating. I have no idea, Naresh Kumar, no idea. It might take another year. The whole process for U visa takes at least 5 years now. Quaco wants to know what's the difference between I-601 waiver and I-601A waiver. I-601A waiver is for people who need to go to the consulate for the interview. I-601 waiver is more like for people here getting their green card inside US. Happy Life is watching from Texas. Shaikh says it's been 1,300 days since he applied for I-485. It doesn't matter, unfortunately. I know that it takes a long time when you change your cases from family to VAWA, and then it goes from the VAWA unit to your local office. They request your medical. It might take another few months. You could write on the USCIS website and make an inquiry. That helps sometimes. All right, let's see your questions on Instagram. Okay. Mr. Sammy says, my wife is trying to get me a K1 visa. So if you're married, you're not eligible for the K1 fiance visa. K1 fiance is if you are engaged. Then yes, the K1 works. If you're married, it's a different type of visa. The question is, should I go through the lawyer or individually? I think you should go through the lawyer, judging from the fact that I don't blame you, but you don't know that if you're married, you don't get the K1 visa. So definitely need to go through a lawyer. Hani Dean says, how long does asylum take? A few years. I cannot tell you how many, but several years for sure. I know people it's taking them 10 years. So it's hard to say. More than 5 years for many people. Sorry, chat. Yes, my live was paused because I had to switch my phone off. It did not disturb. I'm so sorry. Um, okay. Okay, that's all for the Instagram questions. Shaik says, thank you so much, Marina. Happy holidays. You are the best. Thank you. UK says, can I bring my daughter under TPS? She is 10 years old. TPS is only for people in US. It doesn't allow you to file for family unification, sadly. Sadly. Um, I think I'm gonna have a short show today because it's a holiday and there's no more questions right now. This will be on my YouTube channel in recording and on Facebook. You guys, thank you for watching today. Save your questions. I know it's the holiday season. Some people are away. They're working on their stuff for the holidays. I hope to see you next week. And our office will be closed the week of Christmas and New Year's. Oh, Joseph has another question before I log off. Joseph, my second question is I have a brother who married this year in March and divorce papers from Nigeria, but most times immigration doesn't believe Nigeria divorce. You have to have an official divorce from Nigeria with a stamp, and then they will believe it. And just in case, you could add like a certificate from the Bureau of Marriage Records in Nigeria showing it's a real divorce. Rafi says happy holidays. 3 wants to know solutions for out of status F1 visa student, file for asylum or marriage to US citizen. Joseph wants to know if somebody has a Nigerian divorce, can he refile for divorce here? You will need to do another divorce. If you're divorced in Nigeria, that's good enough. If you, especially on top of the divorce, in addition to the divorce, you get a separate letter from the marriage bureau saying this is a real divorce, they registered it, it should be fine. You don't need another divorce. All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope everybody has a blessed week. We'll see you next week. Thank you.